Welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review, episode 199. Yes, this effectively will be my, let's see, of all the series I review, I don't think even Commander got this far yet. Let me take a look here. Yeah, basically I'm getting very close. Basically, the next episode is going to be, 200. But, this will be the, let's see. Super Sunday just reached this recently, so let's see. Comic Corner. I think next one was Barto, then One Piece, then Super Sunday. So basically, next week, this will become my 5th series to reach 200. Not even my movie reviews reach this far. Yeah, not even movie reviews. I haven't done a movie in a couple years now. So, this we're discussing basically a newest episode of the series, which is part 2 of a 2-part story known as Unlucky Matchmaking, and we're also talking about chapter 1013 of the manga. This episode, basically, that's from the rest of chapter 1062, and actually 1068, and goes through the entirety of chapter 1069. So we introduce the 3 suspects, basically, who are potentially the murderer. A female shoplifter, a former boxer turned, I think he was he was arrested for starting a fight, and another one basically who was a marriage frauduler. Oh yeah, and all 3 of these people hate each other. Yeah, nothing much against the shoplifter. She hates the frauduler. It's really upset because he tricked her sister of her fortune, and actually I think it was the guy, he was his sister, because she hates the boxer for basically running over her boyfriend. So basically, throughout the whole episode, they investigate what could have caused his death, and it's concluded that what caused it was not a slip per se, no hit with an object, which were actually to the resolution who's responsible for this. So Conan and Adori, who's disguised as Hoga. So the one thing they do notice though is this set of flagpole stuff just left the box because the workers want to see a fight. There is a minor change here. In the manga, the marking I believe the flag had like blood on it, and I think because they stated there was no blood found on this stuff, that's probably the reason why I took it out, because they probably realized that, yeah, it makes no sense that like something that's there, like since something that's obviously there. That probably was changed due to a confusion. Maybe the creator of the series maybe goofed up on that. So, oh yeah, it turns out the flag that was there was planted by the culprit to cover the actual death. Oh yeah, the real how these two were arrested. First one, because apparently this lieutenant's job was to spot criminals by memorization and arrest them on the spot for crimes they have committed. Shoplifter found her pretty easily. First handcuffed to a pipe, and then to avoid embarrassment, just have a bike cable attached to her handcuffs, which this comes to play. The other one, basically, the cop pretty easy because of a fight he get with a bunch of thugs. Third one, because he was looking for his wallet, which was taken, which of course the shoplifter took it from him. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, and they reveal basically how people move. So then we have the former boxer, so it looked like he boxed with his left hand. The frauduler basically touched his, like, I think, oh, it was a dirt spot? Nope, it's actually a mole. Touched his left hand, and the shoplifter touched me with her right hand. I'm right-handed, so they conclude that she was one responsible for, because it turns the murder weapon was a bucket full of ice. And they were covered this up. She was a bucket of ice on top of a snowman. No, I'm not kidding about that. She seriously did that. And how did she get the suffix? They do explain of how she got out of the handcuffs. She's still in the handcuffs, but she did go how she got away. Magic trick. One thing the episode doesn't really explain: why the heck she killed him. Like, so they found, oh yeah, the case is over. Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Like, did they mention the manga? No, they didn't. They just basically cut the explanation. Like, yeah, what was the reason for this? No reason. Probably just to get away. Oh yeah, and she would have got away anyways if it had not been for the fact that smartphones have got cameras on them. Yeah, I think it's wrapped up pretty easily. By the way, Hachi knew all along that Todori was under the mask, and they argue on the fact he's here for a snap, matchmaking somebody, and they do mention the potential somebody see for next case, but that's the episode in a nutshell. Next week's episode is going to be anime original, and it's the third volume of the case of Ami's illustrated diary. Yeah, it's been a while for these ones. Alright, next up is going to be the manga, which is chapter 1113, The Butler Mystery. Interesting image though. You have Momojin where she's wearing a maid outfit, and we see Kachin crawling over her chest, and we see Hidori sitting on his chest with Kono next to him. Yeah, very weird visual. And also, her butler sitting on her chest, too. It's just a very weird thing. There was that with Heiji, Momojin, and Heiji with these three playing cards on a bullet train. Yep. And of course, like a card game, of course, they argue about Conan. Like, everything's going perfectly fine. Of course, next to it. And of course, his suit gets ruined and cleaning himself apparently is like a scratch hammer. Apparently, there's a mark given to him by Momojin. Yeah. Is it a PSB, Public Security Bureau? Apparently, he's our Public Security Bureau. Oops, it was Butler of Oka family now. And who would you be? There's a microphone, and and then apparently behind Momojin and Hidori, there's a stabbing line. Apparently, they don't notice it. And basically, the man's basically this, like, throw away his cell phone. Yeah, and it turns out, and then we have this guy who, man passed away, so you killed him, despite the other guy killed him. Apparently he got killed by the actual culprit. There's a pen next to him, interesting. Yep. And then he unlocks the man's briefcase, where just normal stuff inside of there. Yeah, and then Henry basically just pops on by. Hey, I remember just brought, aren't you? Yeah, I can't make a worry. Ain't your seat and luggage? No, a friend of mine, okay, and of course, like, okay. And then apparently he was on the phone with Conan all along. Just sure enough, as we thought. Yeah, no doubt. So apparently Conan kind of knows what's going on here, like, yeah, I read this whole chapter, like, what the heck just happened here? It's like we get the start of a case. It's like we get a card game, we get a phone call, like, what? It feels like we're getting started with this thing and then it just stops. Yeah, I think that was kind of down the part of the writer to do that. By the way, next week for basically resolution of this damn thing. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for particular view. Next up is going to be 2 straight comic corners, and then be on to One Piece. Okay, next view. Bye.